Hey guys, hope you're all doing well, staying safe out there. Welcome to another pick a card reading with me, Blesh Lily. In this one, we're going to be taking a look at your love life and finding out what's next, what's coming up in your love life. So whether you guys are single, in a relationship, or somewhere in between, this is the right pick a card reading for you. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at today's options. Option number 1. You guys get the clear quartz. Option number 2, an amethyst wants to be your crystal today. And option number 3, you guys get this gorgeous fluorite. So see which crystal you're mostly drawn to, don't overthink it. If you guys do need a bit more time to make your decision, pause the video because we're going to go ahead and get started with option number 1. Option number 1, and welcome to your reading. If you were drawn to the clear quartz crystal, can already tell that you guys need some clarity, right? Subconsciously, we are drawn to crystals that bring us clarity when we are kind of in an indecisive state or we can't understand why something isn't happening. So it looks like you guys really need some answers, really need some guidance, and the truth will set you free. All right, so let's take a look for you. Lovely option number 1. What's next in your love life? Yeah, usually you guys are looking for answers where there are none. This is what they're telling me. Because you kind of went into the hermit mode, but when the hermit comes through in reverse, this is where it becomes toxic. This is this funny energy where you become toxic to yourself. When your thoughts become toxic, when you overthink things, right? When you take things too seriously, or you tend to go into blaming yourself and looking for fault within yourself for something that like the other person is doing. So to be honest with you, my darlings, I'm seeing that there's an energy of loneliness. Whether you are in a relationship or situationship or like being single, there's this energy of loneliness. And I feel for a lot of you, you're kind of asking like, why is this happening to me? And by the way, I recently made a video about it. Maybe it's worth checking out. You might find some answers over there. But to be honest with you, my darlings, you kind of put yourself in this like energy. You know what's coming through over here for quite a few of you? It's this energy of self-cursing, right? This is when we think like the universe is against us or somebody jinxed us or like there's some sort of magical powers are involved and we believe it so much that we end up like having a self-curse energy. Show me why you are in this energy. Talk to me, option number 1. Why are you in this hermit reverse energy? Because you're used to it, because you're stable like this. And even though you want love, you want intimacy, you are like, this is what I'm used to. A lot of you, my darlings, you're afraid of releasing control over here, they're telling me. And some of you, you're preoccupied with money. You're preoccupied maybe with finding somewhere to live, preoccupied with finding a job or just keeping a job. There's an energy of needing to preserve stability no matter what it takes. This is what they're telling me. It could be that, option number 1, some of you, you're already in a relationship, but maybe there isn't of love there in this relationship. Maybe it's more about stability. Maybe it's more about certain gains, financial gains, and just being comfortable or just being used to it. And you're kind of looking for answers. You're like, why has this happened? Why can't I feel? For some of you, like there's literally some of you asking like, why can't I feel love? Why can't I experience love? But it's a very subconscious and a very deep energy. And like literally you guys were drawn to this reading because you do need this clarity. You do need this understanding. Tell me a little bit more about the situation. Yeah, it's interesting that for some of you guys, they're showing me like there's support of friends, and it could be that you're afraid that if you, and this is like for some of you, it could be that you're afraid that if you change a certain situation, you might lose the support of people. You might, like, people might, how do I put this? People might think you, like, you don't need them anymore, right? Because there's some sort of energy of people maybe influencing you a lot over here. I don't really see gossip. It's more like people who are meaning well, but they don't necessarily get you here, option number one, to be honest with you, because we all travel our own path and only you can see your path. Okay, that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at how your love life is going to change. What's next in your love life? You need to deal with toxic masculinity. And this is what they're telling me. There's a toxic masculinity energy that's coming through over here. It could be a father figure, it could be a boss, it could be a person that you're dealing with at the moment that is trying to overpower you, is trying to kind of keep you on the down low and maybe control you when it comes to money. It could be a person that was pretending to be an emperor at some point, and you kind of, like, you know, when you see something really nice and shiny, you're like, okay, yeah, I like it. And then you buy it, and then it turns out to be something completely different. And this is what it feels like what happened with this person. It could be a person that's currently in your life, or it could be a person that is in your life, like was in your life in the past. But you guys are going to be dealing with this toxic masculinity because it's acting as a block at this particular moment to your relationship, for your love life to blossom, for you to experience life. It kind of, with these two cards, it's the energy of maybe even narcissistic abuse coming through over here. When we get gaslighted, when we feel like, are we even us anymore? When we question a lot of things, right? So it looks like you guys need to deal with the aftermath of a certain relationship with quite possibly a narcissistic person. But it's very good because you guys needed clarity, and now it's coming through that this energy needs to be dealt with for you to have a healthy relationship. Yeah, it could be that some of you are heading for quite possibly a divorce or cutting cords energetically. Because when we're talking about the Hierophant coming through in reverse, this is usually when we say goodbye to a certain tradition, to a certain way of being. But reverse Hierophant, he can be toxic as well, right? Very toxic. So my darlings, for you here, there's a lot of healing of toxic masculinity, whether this was your father, your ex-husband, or whether this is somebody that you're dealing with at this particular moment. Okay, let's take a look at what will happen once you deal with this toxic masculinity and you heal it. What will happen in your love life next. And the interesting thing is, I know that you guys would have liked to hear, you know, that there's somebody coming through and everything is going to be great and you're going to be happy forever and ever. And this, your spiritual team is saying this is quite possible, but first you need to deal with this. And they're telling me energetic leech. There's literally somebody leeching off of your energy. And every time you try to shine like you should, right? Or every time you start feeling that you might be falling in love or something along those lines, there's an energy of like this person's thought or idea or something coming through and like sucking out the energy, sucking out the good, you know? So this needs to be dealt with so that you guys can move on. But anyways, what will happen once you deal with this, once you heal it, now that you're aware of it? Is somebody, there's this energy of maybe somebody spying on you, literally spying on you, looking at your messages, seeing where you've been, who you've been talking to, and they're telling me that, you know, a lot of unhealthy relationship dynamics are going to be becoming apparent, right? And look at this, after this there is romance, and they're telling me it's a very different romance to what you like experienced before. It's different. It really is different. They're showing me like more kindness, and if you guys resonate with the idea of twin flame, you are going to be meeting somebody who's a twin flame. But in all honesty, they're giving me an energy of something new, something fresh. So if you guys are in a relationship or situationship right now, I don't know, maybe if it doesn't resonate with you, it's not your pile, but I'm seeing somebody fresh and you ending certain relationships and cutting cords and being ruthless. A lot of you, like, you go, guys, because you're just fed up of the BS. You're just going to be like, okay, you know what? I'm tired of the same thing over and over and over again. And it takes guts and it takes courage to do what you guys are about to do, but there are rewards. There are some really amazing rewards. I think be patient with yourself. And this is, they're talking about recovery. This is why I flipped it. I was really drawn to flip the card. Because what's happening over here, they're saying, don't wait to act upon this situation, but be patient when it comes to healing. Be patient. Like, don't go from one relationship into another just to numb the pain. You gotta feel it to heal it, right? Look at this. You guys are being controlled. You guys are being controlled. And you need to get out of this control. Look at this. Through self-love. You're saying self-love first. There will be romance. There is going to be, you know, a really nice relationship. But first, you gotta change the frequency of yourself that sends out signals to attract a certain type of people. Because when we're like, for example, when we're in a victimhood mentality, or victim mentality, we attract narcissists, right? When we are in the energy of trying to compete with either men or women, we attract people who try to compete with us rather than partner up and be like a union. So it's very much about healing the damage that was done before. And yeah, look at this bottom of the deck, the energy of being guarded. The energy of protecting your heart until the last moment, until like you can't handle it anymore. Show me more. There's lots of forgiveness that's coming through. Forgiveness of yourself, forgiveness of others. It doesn't mean that somebody from the past is going to be coming back, although for some of you it could be, but only for you to forgive them and forgive yourself. Because a lot of us, especially when we come out of narcissistic relationships, we blame ourselves. We still blame ourselves for how could we have not seen a lot of things, how could we have ended up in this particular situation, but it's all about the experience, and you shouldn't blame yourself for somebody manipulating you and gaslighting you and taking advantage of your vulnerability and naivete, you know? So it's the energy, mostly I see this as forgiving yourself. Forgiving yourself so that you can move on and not feel like you have to subconsciously punish yourself. Because look at this, romance is on the cards. For sure over here, my darlings. And they're telling me that, you know, it's not going to be a fast process of healing, but it's so going to be worth it. It is so going to be worth it because there's definitely an energy of romance, a true romance that might turn into something more. But you guys, you gotta fall in love with yourself first. Because if you don't see your worth, then it's hard for other people to see it. Or you will subconsciously keep telling the other person that you're not worthy, or like you will subconsciously try and show it to them with actions, and they subconsciously read it. Because honestly, guys, subconscious mind, I mean, it's amazing. And remember that over 80% of communication is nonverbal. All right, lovely. Option number 1. I hope you enjoyed this reading and it resonated. Claim the magic of this reading down in the comments below. If you guys are up for a personal reading, whether it's love, spirituality, career, guidance, do send me an email. My email is in the description box below, and I'll send you a list of readings that I do together with prices. And yeah, make sure to check out my Patreon page out as well for more exclusive content, additional discounts, and much, much more. All right, my darlings, take care of your amazing selves now. Bye. Option number 2. Hi and welcome to your reading. If you guys were drawn to the amethyst crystal, let's go ahead and take a look at your love life and find out what's next. A lot of you guys are incredibly intuitive. They're showing me your crown chakra being incredibly active at this particular moment. But you're also overthinking. Similar to option number 1, you guys are overthinking. Very high standards. I keep hearing I'd rather be alone than with anybody, like who's not my type. Made a lot of mistakes, option number 2, yeah? Could be on the verge of breaking up with somebody, or there's an energy of feeling like you can't find the other one, like the other half of you. And I know a lot of you are going to be like, I'm whole, blessed, Lily, I don't need another half. But you know what I'm saying? Like the person who completes your yin and yang sign. It could be that a lot of you, even if you are in a relationship, there's no intimacy, no physical intimacy. A lot of you might have not had sex for a very long time, right? Experienced pleasure. Quite a few of you over here, you might have issue with your body, with the way that it looks, the way that it acts, the way that it's not, it doesn't fit in the, you know, in the standard beauty concept over here. Interesting, a lot of cord cutting. In today's reading, a lot of cord cutting. So maybe you guys were drawn to option number 1 as well. Because they are going through hell and back to heal their love life. Yeah, for a lot of you guys, it's a legal separation and a lot of cord cutting. Because you're bringing in the balance in your life. But this is very promising. There's an energy of bringing a lot of balance in your life. Libra energy, Gemini energy coming through very strongly. Some of you guys could be lawyers, or dealing with a lawyer, or dealing with a person who is somehow connected to law. There's an energy of being seen. So I don't know if you guys were in a relationship with somebody who was quite maybe popular or famous, or had a lot of followers, or you guys had a lot of followers, or have a lot of followers on social media. Because they're kind of giving me this energy of maybe like, I don't know, social media power couple sort of thing. But there's definitely, and I don't like to say this because it might give you the wrong idea, but there's definitely an energy of like the universe looking at you. The universe kind of watching you really closely right now, watching your decisions. I don't want to say it's a test, but it's a test, option number 2. It's kind of like a test from your higher self to you to see if you learned your lessons. Because they're giving me an energy of somebody trying to come back from the past, right? And play their games again. If there's nobody coming back from the past, option number 2, I want to tell you that there's going to be a person, and I don't know if you believe in it or not, but there's a person you already incarnated with who's going to be making a reappearance. Because the universe really wants you to know, like, they love you regardless, but they want you to see how much you've leveled up. They want you to see how much you've grown and learned, and how nobody can give you the same BS that they did before, right? The universe wants you to see how much you have advanced when it comes to your love life, when it comes to self-love. And they're going to kind of bring you in a situation that, let me tell you, is going to be kind of tense. And it will test your boundaries. It will test your boundaries. But here, my darlings, you're passing with flying colors if you choose to. Like for some of you, if you want to go back to the same kind of dynamics, just to see that it's not working for you one more time, then that's cool too. But mostly, I'm seeing that you guys are starting to see things from a different perspective over here. It's like I keep hearing, I learned my lesson. Yeah, my darlings, for a lot of you, it's like bye-bye to someone. Bye-bye to someone. For sure. Because, I mean, 1 sword, 2 swords, 5 swords, 10 swords. And the universe is like, all right, are you going to learn? And it looks like you learned. It looks like you learned. And please, they're saying, don't think that you made the wrong decision. Sometimes we need something explained to us 10 times before we get it. And that's cool too. You know, at least it's not 11, at least it's 10. we gotta be optimistic over here. Lovely option number 2. All right, let's see what's happening next in your love life after this breakup, after this cord cutting. I feel for a lot of you guys, right? Let me pause this for a second. Pause shuffling, because here's more information that's coming through from these 3 cards. They're very powerful. There's an energy of rejuvenation, an energy of phoenix, right? And I want you to, again, once more, focus on the fact that you are being guided. You're being guided. You might feel like you're by yourself, but remember when, like the saying, the teacher is quietest during an exam, and your spiritual team is kind of, they're there, but they're kind of taking a step back because they understand that you're incredibly smart, that you're incredibly strong, and like they only give you the guidance when you really, really, really need it. It's like this energy where they're like, you're leveling up, darling. You're like graduating. You're moving somewhere. So there is going to be an energy of like, yeah, needing to put a stop to something, needing to see a certain lesson. Okay, let's take a look at the reason for all of this. What's next in your love life? Did you make the wrong decision, guys? They keep telling me maybe like you're like stuck in between 2 people and you might have chosen the wrong one. And they're saying, no, that's not the case. You've chosen the right one, the person who was going to give you the lesson. Because you needed it again. So then that you make the right choice. You make the right decision. Let me take a look at the choice. Give me clarification. Yeah. It's somebody who didn't want to invest in a relationship. It's somebody who was keeping secrets over here. It's like when you didn't listen to your intuition. Okay. So show me what's going to happen. What's next in your love life? You guys for sure, like you're passing an exam. You keep telling me about having to deal with married men, married women, or people who are just not your type. Just not your type. Energetically. See, somebody shouting. So maybe you guys were experiencing a lot of shouting. And you guys are cutting cords. You guys are seeing things so much clearly. So clearly. Let's take a look. There we go. Now we're talking. Now look at this. So this is what is coming through over here, my darlings. There is going to be a new person coming through. They might come through as a friend first. That's why they don't, like, they're not here just yet on the cards, but the energy is here, right? So this is what they're telling me, that there's this person and he or she is coming with a needle and a thread, right? And with their support, with their kindness, with like they're healing your heart. They're helping you heal. They're helping you heal for sure. And look at this. Weren't we talking about regrets? It's kind of like the energy of seeing why things had to happen. It's making sense of it. And you guys are incredibly spiritual. And let me say this. You guys, you chose a life that's not easy. Like when it comes to your soul contract, you chose a life that's not easy, but a life that's full of events, full of emotions, a life that you guys are living. And there's definitely an energy of a soul that is a wise soul, an old soul, if you will. And I know that some of you might be saying, like, I'm fed up of all of those exams and lessons. I just want to be happy. And this is where you're headed to. This is where you're definitely headed to. Ta-da! It says true love. And there's music coming out of it. And there's a picture of a beautiful heart with different colors. Do you guys see now? A lot of you, by the way, could be connected to music, or you guys are going to be dating a musician. But true love, look at this. This is a general reading, right? And I don't want to give you any false hope. But for a lot of you, my darlings, after all of this crap that you had to deal with, that you had to put up with, comes the good stuff. True love. And it could be with this friend, okay? And I don't know why they're not showing me the friend. I feel the energy, but I don't know. Maybe you guys aren't ready to see who it is just yet, because you might reject them or something, or you'd be like, no, there's no way this person could be a true love. But they're saying, yeah, look at this. Be patient. Be patient with yourself. They're like, stop looking at your ex. Stop looking at your ex's social media, or at this person's social media. They're like, you deserve to be treated with respect, and this is what's coming through. You being in a relationship where you're treated with so much respect, and at first it might feel like weird, because you're like, this is like not what usually happens, maybe. But you know, you open up. You open up. And there's definitely an energy of being able to trust this person. Oh my God. I just love it. I love it. This is how this beautiful energy works. When I'm channeling the message and I get the confirmation through the cards. Love it. By the way, guys, you are going to have a sexual awakening. my cobra has spoken. She's like, tell them about the tantric energy. Yeah? You guys are going to have a sexual awakening or reawakening. There's going to be a lot of fire and passion. so much fire and passion. You won't be able to like keep your hands off of one another. If you guys are in no communication at this particular moment with somebody, they're saying that the chemistry is going to change. And not that the situation is most likely to change, but the way you see it, the way you perceive it. And the person will be reaching out to you. Saying, I hope we can make it work. I hope that, you know, they're giving you a lot of hope. Like for those of you who are in a situationship, my darlings, this person is giving you a lot of hope. Let me see if it's going to, if anything will happen with this hope, or if it's just empty promises. Because remember, this is a general reading. Giving me 3 of Swords. Not really, to be honest with you. You might get pregnant there as well. But the 7 of Cups, this is the energy of illusions. Yeah? And the 3 of Swords in reverse, it's like an energy of temporary healing they're showing me. Just to like get your guard down. Or like to get you to get your guard down, and then to put you in the situation of wondering again. But isn't it fantastic that you guys, yeah, you're going to be getting somebody mature. Somebody mature, and you're going to realize that even with somebody mature, you can have a lot of fun. So to sum up this whole reading, it's like no playing games anymore. Not playing any more games. And true love is there. Open up your beautiful heart to it. All right, lovely. Option number 2. Don't forget to claim the magic of this reading down in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe. You know the drill. Helps the channel, helps you see the posts, the videos, the live sessions that I'm about to resume pretty soon, by the way. Yeah, if you guys are up for a personal read, do send me an email. The email's in the description box below. So is the link to my Patreon page with over 60 now. Yeah, over 60 videos that are exclusive to Patreon only. And discounts, additional discounts on personal readings, and much, much more. So make sure to check it out, my darlings. Take care now. Bye. Option number 3. Hi and welcome to your reading. If you guys were drawn to the floret crystal, get comfy, my darlings, because we're about to take a look at what's next in your love life. The readings are really deep today. Like we're going deep. None of that superficial, sugar-coated story over here. We're going deep. All right, let's take a look. Option number 3. What's next in your love life? Nice. They're giving me an energy of somebody who is flirtatious, okay? So there's an energy of adventure, an energy of wanting to try something new, experience something new. A lot of you have this youthful energy, right? And it doesn't matter if you're 16 or 85, there's definitely an energy of this young, rebellious teenager within you that wants to experience a lot of things. That wants to, there's a lot of sexual energy over here as well, passion, excitement. So it looks like if you guys are single, there's definitely an energy of flirting. There's definitely an energy of meeting somebody and kind of like having that chemistry and like, you know, keeping, when you hold your the eye contact just that 1 second longer, and it makes all the difference in the world. Because here I'm seeing that you guys are feeling good, you're feeling more confident, you guys are dressing up, you are smelling nice, you are turning heads, okay, with your energy, with your looks. If we're talking about men over here, guys, I don't know, there's this energy of like this, wow, Wow. I think like you guys might be might be feeling the effects of spring. And this is a timeless reading, but you know what I'm saying? You are more active than you usually are. Let me put it that way. You're ready. You're ready to go out there. You're ready to conquer the world, to seduce. Okay, if you guys are in a relationship, there's definitely an energy of having that spark, or having that spark back, or trying something new in the bedroom. But my darlings, you are ready for an adventure. Really are ready for an adventure. Some of you guys are literally going to be meeting somebody who's a foreigner, or you've been thinking about maybe quite possibly going somewhere, right? Having a little travel adventure. Liking this. American boy. I'm liking this American boy. Remember Estelle's song? So some of you guys might be falling in love with an American boy. Or an American man. Okay. Right. They're telling me, let's talk about the blocks here. Let's talk about the blocks here, because the energies are really good. But guys, you need to understand that you are incredibly powerful. So if there is like a block, a subconscious block within you that's stopping you from meeting somebody, or sexually being sexually active, or feeling seductive, or feeling sensual, then the universe can't push you. The universe isn't going to push you, right? So here they're telling me the block is that you might not be confident when it comes to your body, right? And they're saying it's like you are doing something to change that. And this is what they're showing me the energy. So it's interesting how they're kind of giving me the end product at the beginning, and then they're bringing me to the present to say that, listen, this is the real you. The confident you, the sensual you, the you that's adventurous, the you that wants to go forwards and shine out there. And this is the you that you kind of, they're showing me a mask, a persona you created in order to protect yourself, because some person in the past said something nasty and it's stuck. Right? So a lot of you guys have been questioning your height, your width, your, I don't know, the color of your hair, you name it. But look at this. There are people who are literally going to be like, damn, look at that body. Look at those beautiful breasts. Look at that beautiful butt. Look at that beautiful, I don't know, like face, shoulders, whatever it is, both males and females. And you can be, you know, like, it doesn't mean that you have to be like all dressed up and everything. It's all about the energy. It's the way that you walk. It's the way that you carry yourself. It's all about, you know, holding the eye contact. It's all about, you know, having those hormones. Having those hormones have a party. Be like, yay, we're ready. We're ready for something new and for something exciting. So some of you might have been working out at the gym, right? Some of you might have been, I don't know, if you guys were on a diet or a cleanse or something like this. They're saying that you don't have to wait anymore, that you're ready now. You guys are ready now. It's in your head. It's not about your body, it's about your head. Because I think a lot of you don't see how beautiful you are, you don't see how attractive you are. And I'm hearing that for some of you, like, especially, I hate the way I look in the pictures, I hate the way I look in the video, and I can so totally understand that. But you guys, it's more than just the way that you look. It's so much more. I was saying to option number 2, I think, that over 80% of communication is non-verbal. Non-verbal. We scan each other with all of our senses. And you guys, especially, you are very intuitive. Some of you might even be quite psychic. Okay, let's see what's next. Where will this energy lead? Damn, okay. It's getting hot in here. It is getting hot in here, my darlings, because you're taking charge. You're taking charge of your love life. You're going back out there. You are flirting. You are laughing. You are being in the moment. You're allowing your instincts. You're allowing your natural energy to take place over here, to take the center stage. You're not overthinking it. You're being in the moment, and that's a beautiful energy. For some of you, there's a change in the scenery that's going to do magic for you, for your love life. And I'm not seeing just one person for now. Option number 3. Interesting. I said option number 1. Okay, so maybe that was a little hint from the universe for you guys to choose the first person. Option number 1. Oh my gosh, it's been a long day. Anyways, option number 3. There's definitely an energy of you feeling sexy. Of you dealing with people maybe from other countries. So maybe if you've been planning to go on a holiday, book that trip. Don't delay. Don't delay. Book that plane. Be like, no, I need to lose more weight to go on on a holiday. And guys might be like, no, I need to like do a couple more, like, I don't know, bench presses. No, time to go now. The time is now. You guys are ready. Ready to be seen, ready to live, love, and laugh. Oh my God, that sounded so vanilla and cringe, but you know, it is what it is. Because it's not just one person being interested in you. And if you guys, I feel like this is more for my single people, but if you are in a relationship, if you are in a situationship, it feels like you guys could be in a long distance, right? And here they're showing me like maybe quite possibly coming back together. In flesh and blood. Again, you're trying to stall. This is so interesting. You're like, no, I haven't finished my transformation yet. I can't travel. I can't do this. I can't move forward. It's like you guys, you're contradicting yourself. It's like two parts within you. One part is saying, look, you're ready. You're beautiful. The time is now. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Go, go, go. Pack your suitcase. Pack your bikini. Pack your swimming trunks. Let's do this. Let's go. And then the other part of you is like, no, what if they see this or if they think that? Okay. But, my dears, still, you end up going. There might be an invitation to a wedding, to a birthday party. You end up going, whether it's a different location, whether it's the same city, but, you know, like a different neighborhood. You guys end up going. And you end up feeling yourself. Look at this. You end up having such a good time. Like, it's time for you guys to celebrate. Option number 3. It really is time for you to celebrate life, to celebrate your body, to celebrate being here and being now. And some of you might have a couple of chords that still need cutting, but in all honesty, you've already done such a ginormous amount of work. And they're saying it's literally like one step. It's one step, it's one click. It's saying yes rather than no. So let's take a look at what's next in your love life. Now that we know all this, what else is next in your love life? Okay. So some of you, my darlings, this is what's coming through. You are getting out of your comfort zone with the security being in reverse. And you are like, damn, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to try something new. I'm ready to, experience life, to be free. And this is very interesting. For some of you, I'm seeing that if you guys are in a kind of a situationship, there's a proposal, okay? There is a proposal for some of you. Because you take the risk. You take the risk. You get out of your comfort zone and you take the risk. And you're feeling free because you took the risk and you're getting a commitment out of it. So for those of you who are in a relationship or situationship or long distance, there is a proposal that's coming through. Like one of you finally gets free from something. If you guys are completely single, and this is the funniest thing of all, if you guys are completely single and you've been waiting to like meet the one and true love and like get married and all of this, you are going to be okay, you know what, I'm done with all of that. I'm just going to be in the moment. I'm going to have a good time. I'm going to flirt. And this is when you end up meeting the person you're most probably going to end up marrying. Because the energy shifts so much where you're like, I don't care. I'm allowing things to happen. And then the universe kind of aligns and realigns things and goes, oh, finally she's not standing in the way of her own happiness. This is so beautiful. Show me more. Let's keep talking about this. Yeah, it's good. It is good. Forgiving somebody. Forgiving somebody who wasn't really supportive at some point. There's definitely an energy of forgiving. And weren't we talking about your self-worth? Let me get a clarification on the caution. Yeah, it's just that for some of you, my darlings, there are going to be people who are going to be quite critical of you. And they're saying don't fall for the same trap. Don't fall for the same story. Very similar energies in all three readings today. Because there's definitely an energy of you seeing yourself completely different with the self-worth. But again, there are going to be people who will try to talk some BS to you. And they're saying be careful so that you don't end up listening to the wrong guru, so to speak, right? For some reason, I don't know, they're telling me that you guys will understand, whoever needs to understand it. They're saying don't listen to the wrong guru. And one last card for you. That'll be option number 3. What's next in your love life? You guys are making a transition. You guys are definitely making a transition when it comes to your love life. And there's definitely an energy of bringing balance to yourself. So you're going to be taking a more mature approach to something. And a more immature approach to something. There's a balance. You're literally, you don't have to be one or the other. There's a balance. Sometimes we need to be kids. And sometimes we need to step up, level up, and, have our big girl or big boy pants on, And you guys managed to do it in your love life. Wow, okay. That was powerful. That was kicking a punch, punching a kick. You know what I'm trying to say. All right, lovely. Option number 3. This is where I'm going to end your reading. There's so much more to you than you're allowing people to see, by the way. So, claim the magic of this reading down in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed it and it resonated. Like, share, and subscribe. You know the drill. Helps the channel grow, helps you guys be in the loop of when new videos are coming out, when I'm going live, when I'm posting things. So, if you guys are up for a personal read, do send me an email. The email's in the description box below. So is the link to my Patreon page with more exclusive content, additional discounts, and much, much more. So it's definitely worth checking out. All right, my darlings, take care of your amazing selves now. Bye.